Start recording. Here we go. All right, so, did I send you the game? Did I?
Got it, yes.
Okay, good. All right, so it was here. So we talked about this invasion and you invaded and it worked out just like we said it would. So perfect, and the jump is great. But this is where you start doing this. It's like, it feels like you don't know exactly what to do.
I
And
don't.
yeah, and then you're like, okay,
I,
well, I don't know what to do. Let me just play what I know is going to work, which is this. Uh, and it did work because your opponent responded. But even then, I would still not recommend because, first of all, settling the position so early, it's a little bit, it's hard to explain in words because there's a lot of things that are like you do it now and it seems okay, but 100 moves later, not so okay. So it's better if you just believe me that it's not nice to play endgame so early. Endgame is better left for endgame, not for the opening. And second reason is that actually black should ignore you. So when you play this move, black shouldn't respond. Black should absolutely play somewhere else. I know it seems crazy and I keep telling you this and you don't believe me, but this is the thing. Like, black should just ignore you now and play the next big move. For example, this one. And then you play here or whatever you do, and black plays this one. And just ignores you straight out. Just ignoring everything, all of this. First, second lines, ignore all of it. As long as it doesn't threaten the life of black, of the black group in the upper right corner, black can ignore anything. And that's the problem. But okay, lucky for you, responds to this, responds to that, and then this push here, 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 okay, this. Again, you're only thinking about defense, but like, let's think about something else. Let's think about something else. What can we do instead of just this?
okay, well, I'd like to start putting pressure on that area in the bottom left,
Okay.
uh, maybe jumping out to,
Jumping where?
yeah, that's the question.
You mean putting pressure on what? On which group?
Well, there's an area he's sort of building uh, around
Wait, are we talking about this area?
that area and to the left of it,
Okay.
sort of two areas.
Okay. But you could still,
So maybe,
there's not much. I mean, for now, it's still hard to imagine how black is going to turn this into that kind of moyo because it's
yeah,
still,
yeah.
I mean, he will do that, as you probably know now. He'll actually end up doing this. But at this point, it's still hard to imagine because white has access from here, from here, from here, and also from here. You have like 4 directions. So it's open from all of them, and it's not easy for black to just patch up all the holes and then just get all the points. So there is no rush to just jump inside there. And if you now play something like this, I would say it's a little bit premature. Like, why? This move is not giving you points, so why would you do that? It's not. It's too early for that.
Okay, what about G5?
G5. Yeah. Okay. Okay. G5. Yeah, something like this to yeah, which is doing what you want to do. You want to get in there, but also it's kind of enlarging your bottom. Sure. You might also want to help those 2 stones of yours. You have those 2 stones here, and they're in a bit of a pickle because black managed to play L5 on top of them. And so later in the game, you will play this move, and that's actually a very, very good move to kind of help those 2 stones. It's building your area at the bottom, and it's helping the stones. and it's also threatening to play A next. It's kind of setting up the tiger's mouth. So it's a beautiful move that you played in the game later, and it was well played. And you could, for example, play it now as well. So yes, you could play this one, you could play this one, you could also just play this one, right? It's a very simple move. There's nothing wrong with it. It's giving you a little bit of points. It's removing the base from this group. This group is becoming a little bit weaker. And it's also doing what you want to do. It's moving in this direction and also reducing the potential of the center. So that is another possibility.
So here's my confusion. If I play towards the center, which I want to do, generally those moves are not making points.
And that's exactly why I'm suggesting something like C10. And that's why I'm suggesting something like J4, right? Like this A. Because this is the move that it's helping the stone, and it's making points. C10 is doing something, but it's making points. I'm always trying to play the moves that are making points. I don't want to make a move just in the center, because I know it's going to be 0 points, and I hate that. So first and foremost, I'm thinking, how can I make points and maybe do something else on top of that? If you only make points, that's okay. But if you make points and do something else, that's great. So those two directions are pretty good. And also, I'm also thinking that, well, this stone, the B stone, is not exactly connected to any of the black stones. So I'm thinking if we manage to separate that stone from all of his friends, maybe you can even attack that stone later. So if anything, my instinct, like when I see this move, your instinct is to go here and cover the territory. But my instinct is actually to go this way and separate it from his friends. Like this way, I'm separating that territory from this stone. And I'm not saying this is the best move. I'm just saying that this is the first image that I get in my head.
Okay.
And then this happens. And okay, so at some point, I see what you're doing and it makes sense. So this, you respond. But you have to, at some point, you have to stop, because if you always keep doing this, you see what black is doing. I mean, at this point, probably you were not realizing that black is building the center, but black is building the center. And so if you just respond there, then black keeps doing that. And I mean, how to respond to this? How to continue here? Do you remember what you played?
Maybe D11.
D11. Okay, yeah, D11. Yeah, get out. But in the game, you played here. And that is exactly the kind of move that I'm again and again, every time I'm pushing you, try to ignore your opponent as much as possible. And this is what I mean by ignore your opponent. Because this move is giving you points, but how many? Right? Let's compare, let's imagine you never played this move. You played, let's say you played, I don't know, whatever, this move. And then black plays here, and then you block. How many points did black steal with this? Well, like 2 points or something.
2.
Yeah, so that's not 15, right? Not 15, 2.
Right.
And as long as it's not 15 or 20 points, you don't care about that. You really don't care about that. So this is always ignore. The default setting in your head is ignore, not respond. Respond is only the extreme case, when you're like, okay, if I don't respond, maybe my group is going to die. Or if I don't respond, I'm going to lose 20 points. Okay, then I respond. But the default is ignore. That's the trick that everybody gets wrong. Everybody always responds. You respond and everybody else responds. But you have to try and change that setting. And every move I see, my brain automatically says, ignore now. I'm seeing this move, I'm not thinking this. I'm thinking, yeah, okay, done. Let's do something here. Let's ignore and get into that center. Or let's do this, or let's do that. And when I see this, I'm thinking the same thing. Every move, it tells me ignore. When I see this, ignore. See this, ignore. See this, ignore. Every time, ignore. And when I see this, of course, ignore. This one is not, okay, good. Ignore, yes. So that's the trick. And then here, okay, let's think how you can get into the center. Because in the game, again, you started doing, you were kind of lost here and you didn't know what to do. And so you played the same moves that you know how to play. You played this Hane connect, and then this jump, and then this jump, and then ton, 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 and then this, and then this. So these are understandable moves, but they're too easy, and they don't solve the problem of getting into the black center. And the center is getting too big. The game is close, but it's only good for you if you manage to somehow find a way into here. If you don't find that way, black has too much. So let's go a few moves back. Here, let's think. You think, and I'll go make some tea. Think of some ideas how we can let's think of something safer first. I'm not talking about, okay, let's jump. Maybe it's a little bit too late for this kind of move because black has so many stones, right? Black has already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, all these stones, too many. If we go very, very deep, it's dangerous. So let's think of something safer than that. Think about it, I'll be right back. Okay. I just realized that I don't like chestnut, but my brain didn't register it when I was buying it. See, it's like this.
It's
Somehow,
like
when I,
cheesecake.
yeah, it's like a cheesecake with chestnut. I don't know, but somehow when I read chestnut there, my brain didn't fully understand that it's chestnut. Like, and I don't like chestnut.
Yeah.
I just saw like, oh,
Well,
it looks nice, chestnut, whatever, nice. Anyway, so
there's kind of a romantic notion at Christmas time of chestnuts roasting
on
over
a
an open
yeah, over
fire.
fire, yeah, and Jack Frost
It's that song,
nipping
and
at your
nobody
nose, yeah,
eats chestnuts any other time of year, and
yeah, yeah.
I don't know. They're
Well, chestnuts are really popular in Asia. Like chestnut stuff, desserts and food are common. They add sometimes in Japan. I saw them added into rice, and like it's a common thing. But I just don't like them. I don't know. It's not my thing. Even if they're roasting on an open fire,
yeah.
which I never did. So, any ideas?
Yes. One idea is D11.
D11. I'm gonna mark them first. Ooh, okay. Okay. How is that gonna work? You play D11, and then what's the deal there? What's gonna happen? Do you think?
Well,
I'm
I'm
gonna mark
afraid he's gonna.
one. Okay. Okay. Let's do simple first. What if he plays two? He plays not inside but outside.
Then E11.
Yes, that's a very, very good shape. This shape is actually very good to know. This is the shape. This shape is, we call this a table shape, and you see it all the time in Go, and it's a very, very nice shape to play, and when you get it, you know that you're going to be okay. So yes, you getting this shape means that everything's going to be fine. I messed up all the numbers. So 1, 2, 3, easy, and you're in. But let's see something not so easy. What if a black plays 2 like this?
Well, then it gets a little more complicated because I got to play E E12.
Yeah. And black probably needs to play 4.
Yeah, at which point I'm sort of like, well, it didn't work. He bl he blocked me and that didn't work. So
Not so
I
easy.
ignore at this point.
Not so easy. So yeah, it's a difficult shape. I agree, and it's kind of unfortunate that it happened here. And there's nothing so simple. But you're actually right. This is the best. I think this is the best move in this situation. Like there are other directions you could play, but this is one of the best ones. And this shape is very, very good to know. Like whenever you have this over these stones, and then there's that critical point, this attachment. It's a very, very cool technique to have. And unfortunately, it's not 20Q level, it's more like 10Q level of thing. And that's why it's a little bit difficult. So this is easy, no complications. This is even
And
at any level.
if he made that move, it would be a mistake, right?
Yeah, this would be, but I don't think there's actually anything good for him because it doesn't work either way. It's just that this is the easy variation that anybody can understand, and the other one is more complicated and requires some calculation. But when you know this as a standard, it becomes sort of same thing as capturing a stone on the second line because you just know it as a Tsuji, and you know that this is supposed to work. So when black plays here, we play here, Atari. Well, extend, save the stone for now, and ask what black is going to do. Black kind of has to play here. Otherwise, you just cut that stone and you're alive. The stone is captured, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense? So black has to connect. And then there's probably different things you could do. Maybe there's even this, and try to kill the 3 stones. But the easiest way to get inside is just, okay, maybe now that we have some stones on the board, maybe now you can try to find the easiest way for white to get inside the black area.
From here.
Yes. I can give you a hint, because this, again, is still not quite easy. The hint is that you're not looking to save your stones. You're looking to sacrifice them in a clever way. I'm going to try the chestnut cake. Oh boy.
Okay, well, if you Atari stone number 4 with F11.
Well, black escapes.
And now Atari the stone at F12 by going to G12.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the trick that I was telling you about. You can even maybe Atari here first and then here. And this way, you just successfully invaded the center and completely destroyed it, right? So yes, 2 of your stones are dead. But that doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything, because yes, the 2 stones died, but they died for a reason, because now you're inside black center, and the black center is completely destroyed. So that is, yes, this is 11 moves, or in this case, 9 moves. So that's quite a bit of stuff, but when you kind of get used to this trick, it becomes sort of a standard, and you just know that, yeah, I'm going to play this first attachment, and it's going to work. So...
And when I was playing the correspondence part of the game, I looked at that move, and I just couldn't read it out enough to convince myself that it was going to work.
Yeah, but this, this is not a job application, right? It's not like,
well,
it's not moving to a new city or something like, or to a new state. It's just it's a game. So even if you can't read it out, but you think, oh, what is this? I think this move is nice. I like it, but I can't read it out. Well, try it. But of course, a correspondence game kind of gives you enough time, so you could like sit down, and if this is an important decision, you could spend 10 minutes, 15 minutes, just think about it, and then make the move. So there's wonderful possibilities when you play correspondence games. So that's one of the possibilities. And if you play this attachment, there's nothing black can do, as you now see, to enclose that center. Either way, you're getting in through the front door or through the back door, but you're getting in. So that's one way. Yes, you're right. This A is one way. Maybe there are other ways. Like, this is probably the best way.
Okay. I'm glad then I could say that. Another thing I'm looking at, I didn't do it, but another thing is M12.
M12. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was actually looking at this area as well. I was looking at this move, but you're looking at this move. But it's a very similar idea, yeah. So you're using these stones as a foundation base, and then you're jumping off of them into the center.
Yeah.
But not too far away. So this is a pretty good balance, yeah. If you jump closer, maybe it's too close. You jump farther away, you get cut off. But this is a pretty good balance. So yeah, I agree. That's another very good direction. And you could have done that in the game. And such a shame that you didn't. That attachment was 1. Yeah. This is 2. Another one may be here. Same trick as in the previous game. Again, we bulge. And again, how is black going to stop you? Black would like to play here. But now Atari. And we push through. So black cannot do this. Black can't just block you so easily. Black has to play here. And then you continue and you push again, and this is just annoying. Black's shape is not very nice. So this is one way, and then you found 2 other ways, which are even better. And those are great. And those are the two kind of biggest loopholes that this center of black has. Even though black has a lot of stones, but it has two major weaknesses, and you found both of them. So that's the spirit. When you look at this in the game, give it some time. Look around, try to find the best move. Not necessarily something crazy like this. Maybe just something reducing it from one of your groups from the outside, and that's going to be good enough. So yeah, that would have been great. But in the game, you didn't do that. You played the safe things once, safe thing twice. This is too safe. Not the jump that you suggested, but you play the safest jump. And even here, why not continue going inside? Why not keep it up? Why not try it? But again, safe, 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 too much safety. And this one, first line safe. Too many moves are all about like mine, mine, mine. Give me my safety. Give me my territory. I'm going to protect my territory and hope for the best. But Go is not about that. Go, it's about this kind of seesaw. It's about this it's a tug of war. You're trying to outperform your opponent, not just like block and stand 15 rounds of boxing holding this block. That's not the game. That's not the game. So this is how this game ended, because it was all very nice and you had the advantage. It was better for you up until the very last moment when you allowed black to get the center and you never tried to do something about that. And then black won the game.
So at this point, I still have like 3 different ways of coming in, right? I still have that.
Yes.
D11.
That is still available. This one's still there. This, something like this is still there.
Yes.
And this is still there. Yes. Those are the things that I would definitely try, because at this point, you don't want to play something like, D. This is more points for you, but not enough. You need to reduce the center. The center is just too big. There's no points that you can take that will be bigger than the center, which means that it's time to reduce. And the third game is exactly the same. Let me stop the recording here, so it's going to be a break between this one and the next one.